Suge had about 60 bloods. Niggas was everywhere.
On, now, how you meet Corrupt, man? Because that's when you brought the West with you.
Okay, got like a showcase that they go to in Hollywood one night at the Roxy. So we all ride to the showcase in the homes in one car, Seville, nigga, like 10 niggas. I don't know how we did it, like some clown shit. Roll to Hollywood, get to the Roxy. We hear about how the Roxy is because we see it in certain movies and shit. So the homies get to perform. They in the showcase, I'm in the crowd just watching. They perform, some other niggas perform, then the homies lose. So some other niggas win the showcase. So when we come outside, it's a female. And she banging on the homies. You Long Beach niggas is weak, cuz. My motherfucking homeboy serve all you niggas on 6-0. I'm like, who is this bitch? She talking shit like, yeah, he'll serve all of you niggas right now on the set. The nigga Corrupt walk up, little skinny nigga walk up and just start taking off on niggas and cut all their heads off by himself. So I'm sitting back watching, I got it watching the cut. He saying his rhyme, I cut him off, I just jump in, pop, 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 pop. The nigga look at me and come back, pop, 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 pop. And I drop another one on him. Bam, we going back and forth, like 15 minutes into it. So we end up rapping about some cool shit to where it break down to where I start rapping about his shoes and his clothes, but on some cool shit, he do the same with me because we freestyle. Then we end up shaking hands and we on the ground low like a nigga taking a picture, shaking hands, and we end that shit on some shaking hands. I'm like, yeah, cuz if I ever get on, nigga, I'm gonna come back and get you. 6 months later, I'm on with Dre. I see him, I was looking for you, cuz. The nigga said, what's happening? I said, nigga, I'm on with Dr. Dre. Nigga, we having a pool party for Dre's birthday in 2 days, nigga. I want y'all to pull up, nigga. You can rap for Dr. Dre, nigga. I'm gonna get you a deal, nigga. 2 days, nigga, went to Dre house in Calabasas. Nigga, Suge had about 60 bloods. It was like a fucking blood fest in that motherfucker. I'm like, damn, niggas was everywhere. So the party was popping. So I tell Dre, I'm like, Cuz can rap. Suge hear me. He like, Blood can rap? I'm like, yeah. He like, all right. Party stopped. Suge grabbed the mic. Blood said he can rap. If he tight, we gonna give him a deal. If not, we throwing him in the pool. Gave that nigga the mic. That nigga Corrupt bust a birthday rap about Dr. Dre so motherfucking hard. Niggas like, nigga, that nigga got a deal right now. Got that nigga a deal right now.
Nigga, they go swimming.
Suge Knight invited me to the Death Row after party at Soul Train. And Suge is standing out there. And, hey man, what party you going to tonight? You know, he was like, come to a real party. And I was like, Suge, I ain't in the mood for your shit. I know how y'all get down. He was like, nothing gonna happen tonight. We having fun. Come show love, right? Just as he says that, this dude comes up to Suge and say, hey Suge, man, blah, blah, blah. He go, smack this dude, right? And he on the ground. And he was like, never come talk to me. You see me talking to Bill Bellamy. And the dude is on the ground. So I just pretended they ain't having. You know, you just look like this. And he was like, look, forget all that. That's just a situation. Got nothing to do with you in the Death Row party. And you know, you're going to a little puffy little bitch party, right? And I'm like, look, man, but I was. Let's go. What I'm gonna do, before I go to Puffy party, and there was another like cool little record label party, I said, I'm gonna hit Suge party first. And I had met this shorty. I never forget, I met this shorty that night at the same time. And I was, listen, I said, I'm shooting over to a couple parties. Would you want to roll with me? And she was like, yeah. She was, get in the party. 5 minutes. Suge is on stage, cigar and everything. I never forget this. And Suge was like, hey, tonight we representing the row. Ain't out here banging tonight. We celebrating, blah, blah, blah. Just like that. Suge is way up there. There's somebody in the middle crowd to say some old crazy. Suge said, who said that? I thought I said tonight we having a good mother. Who said that? And if that near you, point him out. That's when I realized it was time to go to Puffy party, right? Dudes start converging from the front of the stage this way, from the back of the club this way, from the sides on one person. I don't, to this day, I do not know who he was or why he did that in the middle of a Death Row party. because maybe you want death. But anyway, I grabbed this chick and we start hauling ass. And I ain't never seen no chick that could run in heels like this. She's crazy. And we was like, let's go to Puffy Party.
Walk up on me like he tripping and just wham, just snatch my shit. Session, I went to go see Snoop and everybody. You know, I hadn't seen everybody in a minute, so I went up there. One of my guys come in that I knew that was part of his team was like, Warren, Suge want to holler at you. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm coming in there. I'm just right here talking to all my guys. So we talking, he come in again like, Warren, Suge wants you. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. Let me talk to my guys. He came in there and was like, Warren, man, let me holler at you, man. And I was like, shit, let me see what the this nigga, man, god damn. Walked in, went in the room, and once, you know, when we got in there, the door shut, you know, another door came over from this side, and then it was a dude I knew came out, was just like, blood, you tried to set me up. So I'm like, huh? What the look like trying to set you up? This my, like, yeah, some just told me that. When he said some I said, oh, this nigga, this some bullshit. Yeah. Talking to Suge, like, blood, you Warren, you just as us. So I'm like, nah. So I'm just chilling. So he like walk up on me like he tripping and just wham, just snatch my shit. One of my homeboys, Big C Style, he came in there like, what's up? Like, what's going on? What's happening with Warren? Why y'all with Warren? You know, so while they talking, I eased out that motherfucker. I walked through the kitchen and I seen one of my homeboys, two of my guys, I looked at them like, nigga, these niggas tripping. I didn't want to alarm nobody, so I got to the hallway, walked out the hallway. So as I'm going down the hallway, he came storming out that mother. Get that nigga blood. As soon as he said that shit, I took over. I started running. All you seen was just like some dominoes, just pop. They fell. Right. So I got a chance to get out that. I jumped in my truck. I had a big whoop, took off. Called my uncle. I said, run. Some just snatched my chain. I was mad. He called Snoop and both of them. He told him straight up. He said, "Look, if my nephew chain don't come out that mother, I'm that up." Snoop called me like, "G-Dub, come get your chain, man." I said, "Hell no, nigga, I ain't going back up there to get that chain. Nigga, keep that hold it, and when I see you, I get it." But the whole time I didn't know Dre left. I wish he would have called me like to stay out the way.
Michael Jackson, y'all bring out Michael Jackson.
This is right after Michael Jackson just left. We just shut it down, left the stage. Like, what do you say right after you get off stage and bringing Mike up there? He was like, yo, y'all go ahead.
Michael Jackson, the rap, the king of pop, holla.
Yo, Mike came through, right? Yo, listen, if you wasn't with Hove, you had to turn around and face the wall. His security guards came in before he came in, right? So they like this. Everybody who don't have the Jay-Z pass, like I'm with.
Do you have a Jay-Z pass?
Was making turn up, face the wall like it was the pat down on the block. Like everybody, because Mike didn't want eye-to-eye contact. Nobody to look him in his eyes. Looking at everybody in the hallway facing the wall like, these. He came through, hey. Yeah, he definitely came through waving. He ain't even say nothing on the stage. He just came through wave. You know, Hove, they showed him, he left. But yeah.
Is that the same Summer Jam where he said,
You guys don't want it with Hove? Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hove.
What's it like to be in the studio with Rick James in 1988?
Conversation, we go back to this hotel room. You know, we sitting there sipping a little Hennessy, and when the knock came at the door, then I got to see the real Rick James. You know, I had never in my entire life seen a man talk with his hands in his back pocket. Open the door, put his hands in his back pocket. Y'all bitches come on in. Say hello to my friends. This is Alonzo Brown, the A&R Warner Brothers. And this is Big Daddy Kane, the baddest rapper on the planet, and the prettiest black mother next to me.
Then he was also very supportive in helping to clear the Mary Jane girl.
Yeah. Again, you know, I called him, told him I wanted to, and right before I could even really finish, use that shit. Use that shit. You can use any of them bitches shit. I own it all. You need to use it in my house. It was a bigger record for them bitches. I mean, Rick, as crazy as Rick is portrayed, he was really an intelligent dude and a caring dude, telling me about what to look out for, telling me about things that went wrong in his career. Great conversation.
It was about 2 in the morning,
and you know, my alarm went off. Not the alarm, but the entry alarm. Like, in other words, like if you have an alarm when you walk in your house, the alarm goes and gives you a chance to turn it off. So I'm thinking like, yo, maybe it's one of my daughters or something. They coming in, or kids coming in late. I'm like, let me go downstairs and see what's going on. So I go downstairs. I'm in my underwear. You know what I'm saying? I'm just walking downstairs. Something said, don't turn on the lights. I want to see what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's like, I ain't gonna turn the light on. I'm just gonna go downstairs. Some Charles Manson lookalike come walking, like he comes
in
out
your
the kitchen.
house.
Yeah, he comes out the kitchen, and then we was off to the races. You know what I mean?
I heard you beat the dog shit out of that dude.
For real. For real.
He was probably like, let me call 911. Let me call 911. He was like, man, just get me out of here. Yeah, that's a violation in the house.
Let me tell you something. I'm a good guy. I'm not a nice guy.
Right.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Invited to a puffy party on South Beach, right?
Right.
So then we go to the house, and then he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards, right? Superhead is with me, you know what I'm saying? Karen is with me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Superhead.
Yeah. Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey man, you know that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, nigga, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, he's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, and I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped you with fingers in the booty.
That's a new
movie. You know
movie.
what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the fuck are you talking about? So then she say, she started laughing like a motherfucker. I'll tell you later. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to make a big deal of it, whatever. So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. His car is fucking silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So then, he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there bobbing to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, then there's girls in the club too. And then she pointed another direction. It's another dude over there, like, butt-ass naked dancing. You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody. Gay. Yeah, it was suspect. A lot of suspect. The club was you could chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever. I ain't never mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity.
He pulls out a gun, and then we brought Biggie and Craig Mack to Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
This was the club where ODB, it's a notorious story, ODB was there one night. We used to have Freestyle Friday.
Okay.
Right? So this one night, ODB there, he freestyles, nobody reacts. He pulls out a gun, shoots in the air, and then the crowd went silent, and they split, walked down the center, and walked right out the door.
I was supposed to be a minister to society, right? Fired me over the air on TV, on MTV. They say Tupac fired for threatening the director. What really happened, let me tell the world.
This a stupid ass character. I'm not feeling it. You don't have to feel it. Just do your job. What? In this script, I suppose play a gangbanger that's a Muslim. That shit don't exist. It's stupid. Stupid. He does now. In our movie, he does exist.
I said, you acting like a bitch. He said, you acting like a bitch. I said, well, goddamn, if I'm a bitch, smack a bitch. You feel me? He said, well, if I'm a bitch, smack a bitch. And I stepped towards him. So the nigga fired me. I ain't sweat him the whole while they was filming the movie, even though I was in LA the whole time. Didn't touch him. Because I ain't want nobody to think it was because of the movie, and I'm not jealous. As soon as the movie was wrapped, though, and I met them motherfuckers at the Spice One video.
There go them punk ass niggas.
I said, both y'all niggas get out the car, we about to box. His twin brother got out and started running. The other brother got out, started talking shit. He walked away. I socked his punk ass and started throwing things like I'm boring the box. The partner he had with him started begging me to stop beating him up, but I kept beating his punk ass up. Then, instead of fighting me like a G, he ran. Now, I can't help it if some niggas that was on the scene beat his ass for running. That was something separate, you understand me? And I can't help it if they were screaming thug life as they did it. That ain't my fault.
We taking some pictures, and he's over to me, he's like, Where's Beyonce? Okay. I was throwing this party for the MTV Movie Awards. You know, I invited everybody. Everybody was there. Jamie Foxx, Ashton, Cameron Diaz, and it was Will Smith. So the party's going on. The party's off the chain. The party's already a success. I remember Beyonce had just dropped Crazy in Love. I remember that's what was just killing the dance floor. And she was there. And so I remember the security comes to get me and says, you have a guest here who wasn't on the list. And I'm like, who? Michael Jackson. He's like, Michael Jackson. I'm thinking they joking around. I'm thinking like, they trying to maybe punk me. Punked was out during this time. I'm not knowing what's going on. So then I go towards the back by like where the catering was, and it's Michael. I'm like, Michael, what's up? Like, what you doing here? And he was like, I'm here with Brett Ratner. We came to the party. Is everything cool? Can we come? This party's really hot. You gotta invite me to more of your parties. And then he leans over to me. We taking some pictures. He leans over to me. He's like, where's Beyonce? And I'm like, I didn't think I heard him correctly. He's like, I heard she's here. Where's Beyonce? And I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me go find out where she's at. So I run up on B. B is on the dance floor. I was like, Michael's here. He wants to meet you, whatever. And so I get Mike, bring him over. He's like, I love the record, whatever. He goes and tells the DJ to play the record. I recall them dancing. I don't want to be quoted for that. That could have been in my imagination, but I do recall them dancing.
Mix of everything that we was going through as far as a battle, which was a battle. You know what I'm saying? There was a deep respect there. I mean, to go at someone like that, you have to have respect for him, or else you wouldn't care. You just brush it off like it ain't about nothing.
It was always respect. It wasn't a point where, he wanted to gun me down, I wanted to gun him. It was never that.
Can we hear a sample of some of the things that was said?
Freeway, shoot through Memphis with money bags, stop in Philly, order cheesesteaks and eat beans fast, and bring it back up top. Remove the fake king of New York. You show off, I count go off when you sample my voice. One rule you, before you used to rap like the fool Snickers. Now design your blueprint. Who you kidding? Izzy H to the Izzo.
So yeah, I sampled your voice, you was using it wrong. You made it a hotline, I made it a hot song. But you ain't get a coin, nigga, you was getting fucked then.
I for not 1 second could ever say I don't believe that he's one of the best lyricists ever.
In 88, you was getting chased through your building, calling my crib, and I ain't even give you my numbers. All I did was gave you a style for you to run with.
If it was all like that, I would come through. Queens with Queens niggas, you know how I do. Look, I got more shooters in Queensbridge than you. Niggas will tie you up on the Coliseum, moving open beer bottles off the boy Chip Tooth.
Michael Jackson, was he a regular dude when you saw him?
I just see him tell he's special, but he's regular. First time I met him, the first time, probably '89. First time I met him, it's in Cleveland. He has a concert. I'm with Donkey. Let's go see him in the concert. We go to the concert. Last song is over with. And we're by the door. Mike at the door. He's waiting for a car. And there's really nobody there but just me and him. And then I try to get closer because I want to say something. And then he turned around and said, "Where do I know you from?" I'm at the height of my career. That is impossible. Like that.
Oh my God.
"Do I know you from somewhere?" I said, "No, sir, no. I just came to the show. I really admire yours." I said, "Okay." And you turned around and got in the car. I said, "Oh, I got to try that on somebody."
There was some nail polish, women's nail polish or something, some sort of women's toiletries in the room, which led me to ask, what is this or whatever. All of my stuff was in the bedroom. It was a suite. He gets mad at me and locks me out of the bedroom. He pushed me out into the suite area. So I'm sitting there and there's just bag, and I can see that there's a big thing, like a stack of pictures. And I'm like, what is this? So, I look at the pictures, and it's pictures of him on his back, and he's taking pictures of a girl sucking his dick. And there's tons of them. It's like, what the fuck? So I flip out, because the argument was so severe. I don't know why he did it, but he cut up and ripped up all of my clothes and my shoes and bags and everything. And he threw them out, the bedroom. So I couldn't get in there. So I took his ring and his watch and I threw it off the balcony into the pool. Long story short, Puff came, police came, and we were banned from the hotel on top of thousands of dollars worth of damage being done to the hotel room. So much so, in fact, that after Big died, homicide detectives came to interview me because I guess they had gotten the police report of what transpired in that hotel room. So it was bad. It was insane.
What did you do, Bill? Robert said the interview, it's over. Probably 15, 16. They have on a matching short set. I will never forget this. I'm making her laugh. I'm getting like a great interview from her and stuff. And she's opening up because she started out kind of shy. And so I'm saying, Robert, what was your inspiration on this particular song? He was saying a few words, got his thing, go back to Aaliyah. It's going real good too. Skirt! Interview's over. So I'm getting this. Huh? What's up? Give us 15. Give us 15. We're in the middle of interview. Robert and Aaliyah is getting in the car. I'm sitting there watching them get in the limo, right? What did you do? What happened? What did you do, Bill? Robert said the interview, it's over. Because the executives are hot. All the executives of MTV, we go in the room. They're doing this. Well, what's exactly said? They're going back, looking at it. We're all looking. I didn't see it.
I don't see nothing.
I don't see it. That's the, I'm gonna tell you, ain't nothing happening. Cut to, Robert got in his feelings. Maybe she laughed a little too hard on one of the little jokey jokes, but I'm a comedian and I'm doing an interview. I'm not trying to holler at this girl. She in the 9th grade, bro.
Mike invites me to the house and he says, bring Remy Ma with you. This is around lean back or some shit like that. We go to the house, he opens the door butt naked, right? Hey, yo, Mike, what the fuck is up, bro? So he closed the door, he comes back with a towel. He says, nah, this is just boxing shit. You know, boxing shit, we comfortable with this. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, Mike, could you put on some fucking clothes on him, Mike? Like, yo, this guy's crazy, right? Me a tour to the house, I'm not lying to you. Every room I walked in, there was a chick in every room. In every fucking room, jacuzzi, this. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I am Mike. This guy lives a fucking life. And so we sit down with him, we have dinner, we had the best time of our life. We was there.
I said, Joe, just leave Remy Ma. And she was upstairs.
He wanted to keep Remy Ma, right?
You can't keep
And he
someone.
made offers, like he showed us some convertible Benz, new shit. He was like, you can keep this. All you gotta do is spend one night. She looked at me like, Joe, if you don't get me the fuck out this house, Joe. I was like, Mike, we can't do that. We can't, Mike can't do this. He offered us some fucking 500 Benz, this. I was like, oh my God. Hey, yo, that was a great time, Mike.
I had a wonderful time with you. I had a wonderful time.
I am Mike.
And this is before Remy and me.
Michael would always put clothes on Bubbles, and when Bubbles didn't feel like being dressed, he'd resist. And Mike would slap Bubbles in the face like he was very abusive. This was told to me by the actual bodyguard. One day, Mike didn't stop fucking with that ape, and Bubbles goes fucking crazy and beats the shit out of Mike. Really fucked Mike up, where they had to cancel the show and everything. So Mike banishes Bubbles to Neverland. He's not allowed on tour anymore. No more parties. No more cocaine.
Just the amusement park.
No more fentanyl patches.
Yeah.
He's just at Neverland, and at the end of this long driveway, there's like this cage. Bubbles just sits there with his arm outside, like kind of like flexing, and just sits there. And like little cripple kids and kids dying of AIDS and kids with cancer, they're like, "Oh my God, that's Bubbles." And they make their way down the driveway, and Bubbles just like gives them a. And the kids come closer and closer, and Bubbles just like. Does this. And then when they get real close, Bubbles hits him in the face with his shit.
No way.
One after the other. Like, that's how Bubbles for years has been getting back at Mike. They get real close, and he just goes, bow. Like, not
Just
throws
nails
it. They get close enough where he mushes it. Kids like Jimmy from South Park.
We did Off the Wall. I went to M Studio. It wasn't a big studio. You know, M was just coming up. So we sit here in this little studio and we like, all right, this is the beat. It was an Eric Sermon beat. We just went at it. He went to one room. I went to one room and we was just pop, 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 back and forth, penning. And then we laid the record. We talked about doing something else.
What do you think a new collaboration between Redman and Eminem would sound like today?
Yo, I'm Tarzan, smoking, swinging from the ceiling fan. I never died, so hip-hop ain't dead. Red and meth, Cheech and Chong, Bill and Ted. My wave sick the way I lace it. They say it's ludicrous, so move out my way, bitch, and roll out. I'm a gun like Megatron, lights, cameras, action, any set. I'm born, I'm always right. Whoever said I'm wrong, then I'm about to go left. Body blows to your chest.
With kids, you wanna see what Dre and I did. I took fuck the world to my eyelids, so when I'm dead, they know how I lived. I'm sick with hard stare, a virus and software. Best man, your wedding in tuxedo covered in dog hair. Have everyone sneezing and cough weird. Shady. Marshall Mathers, sign my name on your mom's breast. Nickname my Johnson Lightyear, cause I'm a buzzer beater. Yeah, I'm a jack off, face mask with a hacksaw. Dressed like Captain Kirk, ready to blast off.
Really young, I just got a deal, and I got invited to a party, and I was just standing there kind of looking out, and this nigga comes and stands right next to me. And, you know, he's Jay-Z at the time. Like he's Jay-Z. The first thing I thought of was like, okay, it's like, hey, man. He's like, oh, what's up? I was like, hey, man, look, I got a rollie. He looked down at the motherfucker, and he said, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? And then he kept it moving. Yeah. Right? And I was like, it's like the worst. Like, right? Okay. So fast forward. You know, after the Dre shit and all that, boom, boom, we in Vegas, and now Exhibit is Exhibit. I've been out with Dre, Snoop, and all. Then done all. You got platinum records, everything. So now it's like a little casino night or something going on. What? I got invited to it. Get in there, and he's like, and then this time he's recognized, oh, what's up, man? And I was like, hey, man. I was like, you probably don't remember this, but we was at this party when I was first getting in the industry. And I didn't know what to say to you first. So I was like, yeah, you know, look at this watch. And he was like, ha, yeah, look at you now. Yeah. He did it to me again. He was like, yeah, look at you now, man. Look at you. Like if he could have just nicked my chin, then it would have been complete. Like, look at you now, kid. Then he stepped off again. It was like, oh, fuck, I got to stop doing this.
I'll run up there and his whole shit burned. And one time I was doing this open mic. The guy that was running the open mic, he says, y'all got 5 minutes, all right? 5 minutes and you get off. You go over your time, I'm cutting music on you, and you're going to get off stage, all right? I want everybody to do their time, get on out of here. He looks at my guy, and he goes, he's a magician, my guy. And he was like this, don't do that fire trick. The seal is too low for that bullshit. You'll cut the sprinklers on and shit. Don't do that fire shit you be doing, all right? So don't, like, you hear me, right? Don't do that shit. All right, everybody have a good show. So my guy like this, and that's my closing bit. And I was like this, maybe if you start with it, you can get it out the way early. And just don't do all the fire. Just do some of the fire. He was like this, yeah. All right. So he go on stage and he go up there and, you know, he got the velvet coat, got the ruffles, sleeves, he's, you know, the handkerchief. Yeah. He goes up there, he looks at me, give me a wink, I'm like, and he's just like, and he got his fire. And he has his fire. And he's like going back and forth with it. The guy in the back like, motherfucker, I told you. Don't do that fucking fire shit, motherfucker. And he like this, huh? He like, it's gonna be real quick. Threw him off his shit, right? Fire catch on his shirt. It's fire all on his ruffles, right? And he see the fire and he trying to get the fire off his ruffles. And he like throw the fireball over here. And now this is on fire and he trying to get it off. And all the shit is on fire and shit. And he hit the ground and we all run up there and his whole shit burned and we start stomping him. As we stomping the fire out of him. As we stomping him, all his tricks is shooting out his jacket and shit. So it's cards, it's bouquets of flowers and handkerchiefs. Dove shot out his jacket. We all screamed because we didn't believe this nigga had birds in his jacket. Get the fire out, and he lift up, and he's like dazed. And the first thing he said was, "Anybody see what's in my jacket?"
Yeah, he's very mysterious. He loves to have all this mystery, and you don't know where he's going.
No.
All-time heroes, I'm told, is Prince, and you got to meet him fairly recently. How did that go?
It was wonderful. He was all the things I thought he was going to be. He was he's a genius and smart, and I think he's David Blaine secretly. He's like a
David
magician.
Blaine, you think he's a magician?
I think he is. I was talking to him, and he was like, would you care for some tea? And I was like, yeah, of course and he was gone. He was already gone. Then he came back from another part of the room with like a tray with 13 teas on it. It was like, it was amazing.
Now he's very mysterious. He loves to have all this mystery, and you don't know where he's going, what he's doing, what he's talking about half the time.
No, and he'll wear pumps and be looking at you like there's nothing wrong.
We met, it was Prince and I and Sheila E. And Michael was playing in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And Michael invited Prince to come to the show. But, of course, Prince invited me and Sheila E. Go backstage before Michael goes on stage. And we get back there. All these cameras are back there. Michael goes, "Hi, Sheila. I haven't seen you since We Are the World." And then Prince goes, "This is Kat." So I'm trying not to freak out. Prince and Michael are talking, and then I think Prince said something like after party at Paisley Park. Michael said, "I really like those coats. Where did you get them from?" And Prince said, "Do you want me to make you one and put 1986 on it? Because that was the last time you had a hit." Whatever year The Wall came out, get you one with that year on the back. Prince and I and Sheila go out there right before the show started. We watched Michael for about 15 minutes, and then we left. And then, end of the night, Michael came to Paisley Park, and then him and Prince ended up going to his house, and they had a really good chat. People thought they were really enemies, but they were really good friends. They really were.
I'm like, how you just let him take my car? He was like, no.
I was actually performing in the Barclays, and Snoop was there. Sure. Snoop Dogg, and he was like, he said, "Yo, if you need me, come on, I'll come on," because we done a song together, a P.I.M.P. remix, and when we went on, it was fun. I had a good time. It's a surprise that he came out, and then I had more to do. So he left, and I continued to perform. When I came off, I was wet, so I wiped off everything, and I came out, and the car was gone. He walked by the car, saw the car, he was like, "Yo, this."
So look, 50 Cent, right? Nigga owe me some money. So I'm just gonna take the nigga car right now, right? I'm gonna take her car right now. 50, I'm gonna take your car cut till you give me my money. Alright? This motherfucker sweet. This motherfucker made for a crib. Nigga, look at this motherfucker Versace, everything. 50!
To the car and got in the car because the keys are in there, because we parked inside the Barclays, sure. And the guy that's supposed to be the valet parker, I was like, "Where did the car go?" He says, "Snoop took the car."
50!
I said, "What?" I'm like, how you just let him take my car? He was like, "No." He felt like, you got me performing for free and you got cars like this out here in the middle. He thought I tricked him into a performance, but he offered to perform.
It was the beginning of my career, and it was 1993 at Birdland West in Long Beach.
Okay.
It was the hottest club in Long Beach in the early 90s, but they had comedy. I'm about to get this $1,500 for amateur comedy night. But the night before the show, I go to Spike Lee's Jungle Fever premiered. And they were giving out gifts. They gave out red Jungle Fever hats. I'm like, oh, I'm about to kill him. I'm to the Beverly Center the next day. I said, I'm gonna get me a red and white polo rugby. Tan khakis, red Jungle Fever hat. I had some white Chuck Taylors on. I'm about to go win this competition. I pull up to Birdland West in Long Beach and forgot Long Beach is all Crips. It was so banged out, AD, that the valet parkers had blue vests on. I was like, oh my God. And they are all looking at me like, bro, do you know where you are? And then, yeah, TK Kirkland was the host.
Oh, shit.
TK brought me on stage. I get on stage. I haven't even been on the stage for 3 seconds. And they are violently booing me. I mean, boo, I hate you, boo, kill yourself, boo, follow something sharp, boo, don't play in traffic, boo. I didn't even tell a joke. Why are they booing me? Next thing I know, something hits me in the face. It's chicken bones. Hit me in my face again, chicken bones. They're booing me. They're throwing chicken bones at me, and all of a sudden the whole crowd starts jingling their keys. So that I guess that's what TK Kirkland, if the comic was bad, jingle your keys. I don't think he said throw chicken bones at the nigga. Then, right in the front row, 2 of the biggest Crips I've ever seen in my life. They pull up their shirts, and both of them, I'll never forget, nickel-plated Glocks. And he just looked at me, we gonna kill you, cuz. You dead, homie. You dead, homie. Flamed up, you dead, homie. All of a sudden, everybody in the place is dying laughing. Why are they dying laughing? Because I peed on myself. Next thing you know, the DJ plays the music. TK Kirkland's like, he's like, nigga, what happened? I've seen you before. You funny. I was like, they gonna kill me. He's like, what? I was like, the niggas in the front row, the Crips, they have guns, and they just said they're gonna kill me. He's like, nigga, which one? I'm gonna get. I was like, no. They might kill you also. Who the niggas with the guns? I was like, oh God, they're gonna kill us all. I ran in my car. I got the fuck out of Long Beach. How about I came back the next year?
Ooh.
And won the $1,500.
Talk about it.
In disguise. I look like a ghetto ass Urkel.
Whoever is the biggest rapper in the game really controls the world. Whoever's the biggest rapper, when he comes in the room, he's the nigga. Listen, I remember when Usher sold all of them records, right? He was at a party, but when we came in with X and J, nigga, we was the niggas, you understand? And that's why people in hip hop fight so much, because who's on top controls the universe, like, you understand? And anything he says, it goes.
But black and white are smoking crack tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other, It takes skill to be real, time to heal each other. It ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed and it's filled with blacks. But some things will never change. Try to show another way, but you're staying in the dope game. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Nothing ever changes. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
So we in the studio and he's sitting up on the piano. He's sitting on top of the piano. I'm sitting at the piano. We talk. And I'm like, yeah, Mike. I'm like, yo, how'd y'all do that thing with Smooth Criminal? Like, you know, when you lean in and all that. You know what I'm saying? How'd you do that? How you lean forward, you know, and get. He said, well, we brought in a shaman and we had a big ceremony and we burned candles and incense and we did a whole big ritual. I said, really, Mike? He said, no, silly. Yo, I'm like, yo, this dude is bad. Yo, I was like, really believing him. I said, no, silly. Yeah, Mike was funny, man. Oh, Mike was funny.
I went to a midget funeral and you can't call them that. You can't say that. You gotta call them little people. Little people, you know, little person. They didn't have a hearse, they had a PT Cruiser, man. I was like, I think I had one pallbearer. Just put him on the shoulder like a radio. We didn't even have to go around and view the body. They passing this nigga around. You wanna see it?
He pulls up
but guess who he pulls up with?
Was dating a rapper, and we were supposed to go to the Sultry Music Awards, and at the last minute, literally half hour before we get in the car, I'm like, yo, where are you? You're late. I can't go. And I lost it. And Pac happened to call. He said, fix your makeup. We going. We're going to roll up in there like we're a couple. They were coming up to him like, oh, that's you now? That's you? And I'm like, you fucking her too? I was like, oh my God. I go to the bathroom. Madonna was there. Could you hook me up? I went, yes. I just wanted to get away from him. And I went over there and I told him, he's like, yo, what's up? And I was like, she's over there. And he left me.
He left you?
He just left me. And he went with her. And I saw him at the after party.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So they had a good time.
One time before he was on Death Row Records, I was in New York. And he was out here. He pulls up, but guess who he pulls up with?
Who?
Like a virgin.
No kidding. Oh, that's right. She
Madonna.
told us too.
For the very first time.
Yeah, Madonna.
He shows up with Madonna, man.
Yeah.
And he comes in. He's got a big bag of that do-it fluid. He tells her, have a seat. But yeah, let me get that dope up out you. He said, yeah, me and we finna ride out of here. You understand me? She was just riding along for the ride.
And
he decked her down.
He sure did.
I seen it in her eyes.
When you just saw it in her eyes.
That girl is pretty wild now. Girls are super fit.
Prince challenging you to a game of pickup basketball.
Totally and absolutely accurate. So we had on stuff from the club, you know. So we had on club clothes, and Prince had on that outfit that was in the Kiss video, where he had the little like short shirt and the leather jacket and the buttons and stuff. He had that outfit on, a little gold chain around his waist, a waistlet I think he had on the waistlet. He was like, "Hey, y'all wanna play some basketball?" We was like, "What the? You wanna play some basketball?" And it was like, "All right, let's play." And my brother was it was Prince with a dude named Mickey Free. They used to hang out. Then they used to all kind of wear that kind of Prince clothes. So my brother was like, all right, it's gonna be shirts against blouses.
And who won?
And they teamed up, and the blouses won. They beat us. But you know what I think? We had one dude on our squad that could play named Larry, and he didn't have no shoes. So Prince gave him some sneakers, right? And Prince wore maybe 2-3 sizes smaller than Larry, but Larry was so excited to have Prince's sneakers on. He put them tiny sneakers on his feet, so he couldn't do his game
all
right.
Crammed up.
She's a very special girl.
In 1984, 9th grade, Michael Jordan's rookie year. Jordans come out, 16th birthday. My mom was like, what you want? Like, I want to get some Jordans. She's like, well, then get you some Jordans. We went to the Foot Locker, Fox Hills Mall, tried on my Jordans, put them up on the thing. She about to check out, and she's like, how much? He said, $100. My mama said, nigga, does the ball come with the shoes? Is Michael Jordan coming out from the back? Is what I want to know. I want to know, will you be playing on the team $100 for a pair of shoes? You have lost your goddamn mind. She's like, oh, you can take these shoes back. Ask me what shoes I left with. What did you leave with? A pair of white low-top Chuck Taylors for $22. How about I didn't get a pair of Jordans till I was able to pay for them myself. Wow. At 21 years old. I went crazy. I would match my Jordans with my pajamas.
You ever went to a Diddy party?
They have these parties in the Hollywood Hills, you know, and then they would have a parking lot where they would shuttle people up. So everybody would meet in this parking lot and they would send shuttles down to, you know, Diddy's parties. I wasn't ever invited to the parties, but I was invited to the parking lot because I knew the people that ran the shuttle service. I would go to the parking lot and I would watch them all go up there. And, you know, they would be thinking I'm coming later. I would just be on the car having a grand old time, smoking and laughing and watching everybody who's going. And, yeah, 5 hours later, I'm still in the parking lot when they come down. And, you know, so they all come down off the shuttle and looking sad eyes, and all of them wearing Sean John and looking oily, and they all walk crazy. Laces were always untied. I don't know why. The shoelaces were always untied. And then they would get in their car and they would drive off standing up. Big boy, with their head out.
I'm wondering how many people would see, oh man, these are jokes.
None of the people that was on the shuttle.
I think I could have just signed them and then.
Now you mentioned Lil Wayne. I know that you guys were this close to signing Wayne. What happened with that deal?
The truth is, after I had a meeting with Wayne, I had a relationship with Baby, so to go to New Orleans, I would hang out with him. He had me in the purple little Prowler going down the street, no top, people trying to jump in the car, so I felt it was only right to call him. I called them out of respect, like, yo, I was talking to Wayne, just letting you know, boom, boom, boom. So after that, I think we received a letter at our office for like torturous interference. Whoa. From a lawyer, and I was like, whoa.
Was it sports?
They do that? It was like, whoa. And it just all went from there. But, I think I would rather, lose that situation and do the right thing than the opposite. Because I think I could have just signed them and then told them after. But, I did the right thing. And
pick Jim Brown up in the air. So we on the set, right? Yeah. Jim Brown OG. All right? But he always saying some kind of smirky, but the younger dudes don't know Jim Brown. I keep walking around here talking slick, nigga. I say, yo, that's Jim Brown, man. He OG, Hall of Fame, man. I don't give a all that, man. I'm gonna get off the chain on that nigga. He coming over here, right? So one day, Jim ain't even in the conversation. They all talking shit about who got the national championship. They going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Right. He walk up, fuck all y'all. In my day, I run through all you little niggas. Ain't nothing y'all can do with this. Man, who the fuck is you, OG? He said, what you say to me, young man? Now, he said, what you say, nigga? He said, oh, you heard me, young boy. You get up under this. He picked Jim Brown up in the air and body slammed Jim Brown on the ground. He said, man, I was just playing with you, nigga. This dude got bum rushed off that football field so fast. We never saw him again. Oh, man. Funny part was Jim Brown was looking for his coupe because one flip-flop was over there.
That park is really not, like, I hope y'all don't take them shits for granted because the parks back home in LA are fucking trash. Squirrel walked up to me, asked me how I was doing. I said, nigga, I'm good. Where did you learn English? He said, never mind that. I like your jacket. Ran up my leg, touched the fabric and said, this is good quality, and left. I've never, a fucking squirrel, it was the craziest shit. Then a fucking duck took a bite of my ice cream, bro. Nigga just walked up, looked at me. I'm like, is he robbing me? I gave it to him. He ate it and was like, thanks, and walked off. I swear, I'm not making this up. Do not take y'all parks for granted. They're fucking beautiful.
I was like, what you want me to do? Ain't nothing I can do now. It's gone. It's happening. I got a party at Houston All-Star Weekend, and he come by. I didn't know he's coming. He ain't tell me. Him and B come by. I'm at the table. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah. Yo, Kev, J, B, like, where they at? Where they at? I'm gonna go say what's up. I go in the back. What up, boy? Yeah, yo, man, good looking. Glad you came out, man. Yo, Kev, don't just leave, have a drink with me. What you got? I go to reach for something. I knocked over the whole thing of pineapple juice.
On who though?
It was on Jay. It was on Jay first, so it literally fell. It fell and it's just spilling. And I'm looking at it.
Not a dope move, Kev.
He's like, yo, you serious right now? I was like, what you want me to do? Ain't nothing I can do now. It's gone. It's happening. And as I'm talking to him, B just stuck her head like she was behind him, but I couldn't see her. She's like, what's all that's on my leg? He was like, yo, you got it on my wife, man? I was like, yo, here. I pulled out $20 and I just gave it to him in his hand. I was like, just take care of whatever it is. I just left. I didn't come back. I shook his hand with the $20. I left. I never went back.